Taylor, I noticed your report came in late again. Everything okay?
Was it due today? I thought we had until tomorrow.
Yeah, it was today. It's not a huge deal, but it's throwing off the timeline for the team.
Sorry, Tasha. I've just had so much on my plate this week. I completely lost track.
I get it. Things have been hectic. Let's figure out how we can make this easier moving forward. Mark, I feel like I'm struggling to address things with Taylor in the way that actually helps.
What do you mean?
Like today. Her report was late again. I brought it up, but I don't think the conversation went anywhere.
Yeah, those kinds of talks can be tricky. If you're too firm, it feels harsh. But if you're too soft, nothing changes.
Exactly. I want to help her stay on track, but I don't want to be a micromanager either.
That's a tough balance to find.
I know. I feel stuck.
You know what? Maybe you should
Ask Joe and Jeanne.
Missing deadlines is never good, especially when the employee doesn't know or can't remember the due date. One thing Tasha could have done a week or so in advance of the due date was check in with Taylor to learn how the report was progressing and if the deadline was in jeopardy. By taking this preemptive action, Tasha may have been able to help Taylor better prioritize her work to ensure the deadline would be met. Not having taken that action, Tasha now needs to discuss the missed deadline with Taylor. But offering corrective coaching doesn't have to be harsh. The key to a successful conversation is the amount of care and goodwill you've established in the relationship, as well as the mindset with which you approach the discussion. There are 3 ways Tasha can have this discussion without it seeming harsh or punitive. First, Tasha's mindset should be one of support, not frustration, by approaching the meeting to understand the situation from Taylor's perspective. Second, Tasha should ask questions, not make declarations. By asking questions, Tasha can start a 2-way conversation to uncover the causes of the missed deadline. Third, Tasha should focus on the future, not on what has happened, which can't be changed. When we put this all together, the start of the meeting might sound like this.
Hey Taylor, we need to make sure we don't miss the deadline for that report going forward, as it causes problems for other people in the team. So let's talk about what got in your way this time so we can prevent those obstacles next time. Let's also talk about how I can best support you with this going forward. What would you say are the 1 or 2 biggest reasons that the report was late?
Most people beat themselves up for making a mistake, especially if that mistake negatively impacts coworkers with whom they have strong relationships. So there's no need to pile on, which will only serve to damage the person's self-esteem and adversely impact your relationship in the long run. By approaching the person in a compassionate, clear, and future-oriented manner, you can solve the problem while maintaining the person's engagement. If you have a leadership question, don't hesitate to contact me at askjoe@mycuservices.com. I'd love to help.
Have a leadership concern and don't know where to turn? Ask Joe and Jeanne. Send your questions to askjoe@mycuservices.com.